Good afternoon and welcome to the Tuesday, February 24th Public Works Committee meeting. Now is time for a roll call and determination of quorum.
Meyer. Here. Pettigrew.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Maher.
Here.
Bieberdorf.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Now is time for the adoption of the agenda.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Now it's time for general public comment. This is a time for members of the public to discuss or express concerns to the council on any issue not on the agenda. Action will not be taken at the meeting on any issue not on the agenda, except by placement on the agenda by unanimous vote of the council members present. So I will open public comment. I don't have anything in front of me. Don't have anybody jumping down, up and down. I'll close general public comment. We'll move on to consent items, items 1 through 12. If I don't have anybody that wants to pull anything, I'll look for, you can? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why, go ahead. So we have a motion to remove 5 and 7, and we have a motion for the balance, if I have a second. And I have a second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Item number 5, PW 022426-04, authorize mayor and finance director to sign professional services agreement with Michael Baker International Incorporated for the 2026 pavement condition index data collection project number 2874-CIP number 51447 in the amount of $302,923. And Kelly, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to make a motion to approve. If I can have a second, I'd like to retain the floor.
Second.
I just wanted to pull this just to comment and say I think this is a really great thing to update our pavement index. It's been, I think 2022 is the last time it was updated, and we've had some roads deteriorate. And I think there are a lot of folks who say, I just want my road fixed. And so this is really going to help guide capital improvement projects. And so I think it just feels relevant. I had some folks reach out last week about some conditions. And so just wanted to say this is going to help. And I wanted to comment because this isn't something you're probably going to see in the news. It's not a divisive thing. It's not something that they can write a headline about that's going to make people mad, and that's what the news seems to want to do. And so I just wanted to recognize it, call it out, and I think that's it. I yield. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Michael, did you want to say something? I do want to make one quick comment and probably maybe ask Mike a question. I know that we use this pretty extensively to show the conditions of our pavement to where we really need to push our CIP funds on which roads have more of a priority than other roads. And I think it's a great tool. It's expensive, like everything is anymore, but I think in the long run it pays for itself because it shows us exactly where we need to put those CIP dollars. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
Mike, I just have a question. Is there anywhere I can find the last version? Is it on our website? Because I always found that very interesting.
Defer to my experts out here in the audience.
I need a tutor.
All right, thank you for the question. I appreciate that. It's not out to the public right now. It's on the staff Rapid Map side of things. So we have internal view of that. So if you have the staff Rapid Map, you can see it. I don't think he does, but and I just talked to Mike here last week about looking at a way to get this public next year or later this year so that people could look up their streets and say, you know, I've got the worst street in Rapid, and then you look it up, and we just recently had one over on in the West Boulevard area, and the guy says, I got the worst street in Rapid, and it was actually ranked 348 out of 3,300 segments of street. So he was up like at the top 10% or so. But it's kind of curious when they actually look at the rating. To expand on a little bit, it's really, if you give me a minute, Chairman.
I suppose.
Oh, you suppose. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
This is really a neat process. They have a van that comes in, it has LiDAR on the back of the van, and it gets the entire street. It measures every crack, every rut, every alligator piece of thing. This year, we've also added in curb and gutter, which we did not have before, so the price went up a little bit for that. So we're going to get a more comprehensive look at the whole thing. We also use this as a training opportunity. When these guys come into town, we take our engineering staff over and they show them how it works and show the computer and everything else. So we get a double bang for our buck out of it. How about that?
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
If no other questions, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Item number 7. Authorize staff to purchase 702 95-gallon rollout carts for residential yard waste collection from Rearig Pacific Company, utilizing pricing from Oneida, whatever, Contracturo 00254 in the amount of $44,299.38. Go ahead, Mr. Bieberdorf.
I look for a motion to approve and just retain the floor. Cool. Ms. Chase, I just got a quick question. I get this question quite a bit from people of how do I get the bigger trash can? Looks like we got a bunch of them now. What do my constituents got to do to get a bigger trash can?
Go ahead.
If they just reach out to us, we can handle getting them a bigger container if they want. These items are specifically for the yard waste, but we do have the bigger containers also for curbside pickup of solid waste.
And the question I get too is, does the city bring the new one and take the old one, or do they got to bring the old one out?
No, we will take care of that for them.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If there's no other comments? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Now on to non-consent items, items 13 through 17. I will open public comment. I don't have anybody that's going to speak. I will close public comment and we'll move on to presentation items number 13. Renewable natural gas project evaluation by Paul Kamek, BHERR. Go ahead. Go ahead, Stacy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, if I may. If you recall, council, back in the summer of last year, operations came to you looking at some potential revenue sources out at our solid waste facility. One of those alternative revenue sources we looked at was the renewable natural gas component with our methane gas system out there. And in August of last year, Black Hills Energy Recyclables came in with a contract with the city of Rapid City to evaluate the potential for doing renewable natural gas at our solid waste facility. There has been a lot of work that has occurred over the last 6 to 8 months, and we are now at the culmination of the findings of that report and that study with Black Hills Energy. And with that, I'd like to introduce Paul Kamek and Chris, I wrote it down, Weissite, to give you the presentation on their findings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, council members. Again, I am Paul Kamek from Black Hills Energy along with Chris Weissite. And as Stacy mentioned, we're here to circle back from the MOU that we executed with the city back in August for us to move forward with Burns and McDonald to be able to do an evaluation of the potential for renewable natural gas projects at both the landfill and the water reclamation facility. This evaluation included gas generation potential, required infrastructure, conceptual design, interconnection requirements with MDU, capital and operating costs, long-term financial performance, and recommended next steps. The evaluation found that the landfill could be a viable and economically promising opportunity for an RNG project, whereas the water reclamation facility does not demonstrate the same feasibility. However, given the risk profile of the landfill project's revenue and capital requirements, Black Hills Energy is not positioned to advance this project internally, but recommends that a qualified developer conduct further assessment and lead next phase development. As for the landfill, it does present a potentially feasible RNG opportunity. However, it does require significant gas collection and control system improvements, a landfill gas to RNG processing plant, and a pipeline interconnect pathway. Capital requirements for all that investment total approximately $26.5 million for the RNG facility and MDU pipeline extension and receipt point, and about $4.2 million for initial gas collection system build-out and life cycle expansions. Financial performance is generally favorable, with an estimated $27.6 million in total cash flow and about a 10-year payback horizon. Overall, this project could be financially attractive and suitable for advancement by a qualified developer. On the other hand, the water reclamation facility does not present an economically viable RNG project. Biogas volumes remain too low for cost-effective production. Required treatment technology adds complexity, and capital needs of roughly $13.3 million, combined with staffing and power requirements, further weaken the business case. Project yields a negative $9.3 million cash flow with a payback beyond 20 years. Recommendation is to continue to use the biogas and existing boilers as the most economical option. So as for recommended actions on the city's behalf or city's consideration, consider advancing the landfill RNG project to the next phase of development by selecting a qualified developer to validate the feasibility. If that feasibility is validated, the city can then negotiate gas rights and royalty terms. The city can leverage its relationship with MDU to possibly reduce the interconnect costs, which were significant. Optimize the design to improve financial performance, and Burns McDonnell has expressed their desire to provide support as needed to the city if the city decides to move forward with this project. As for the water reclamation facility RNG project, again, continue to use the biogas and the boilers because of the insufficient volumes and poor project economics. So with that, Chris and I are here to answer any specific questions you might have on the evaluation that was conducted.
Any questions? Mike? Go ahead.
No questions, just a comment that I wanted to thank Paul and Chris for all their work, and Black Hills Energy as well for helping us explore this and look at the opportunities, and it gives us a good path forward to take a look at some opportunities to use that gas at the landfill. Absolutely.
And I have had a couple of developers that actually have spoke to me about maybe a possibility of taking a look at this. I find it interesting. I don't know how long you guys have been in this process. I mean, about 10 years ago with Jerry Wright, we took a look at it. I was hoping it would be a little more promising. I would like to see Jerry smiling on me from up above, because this was his pet project. Him and I didn't always see eye to eye on everything, but he was a little too early in the process. But I knew eventually it would probably come to be, and I think that we're getting closer and closer to that all the time. I do look forward to the day that we can finally use that as an asset and stop just burning it off. So I appreciate everything you guys have done. It looks promising, a lot more promising than it did a decade ago. So anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No other comments? I'll look for a motion. Have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? The next 4 items are going to be continued. If I could get a motion for the next 4 items, items 14 through 17, we'll just do it in a block. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Any Alderman items? If not, I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? We're adjourned.